Today, we're diving into a training program that's taking an ancient wellness practice and turning it into a modern business. We're going to break down how Yoni steaming is being presented not just as a physical treatment, but really as a journey of profound transformation. So, first things first, what exactly is a Yoni steam facilitator? Let's take a look at how the training itself defines this really unique role. And here it is. According to the course, it's not just about herbs and steam. The role is framed as something way deeper. It's about holding space for a client's transformation on a physical, energetic, and emotional level. Okay, so transformation is a big word. What does that actually look like in practice? Let's explore the deeper purpose behind all this, as it's laid out in the course. The course material really drives this home. The goal isn't just a physical session. No, it's about guiding clients through an internal journey to help them release trapped energy and trauma. It's about a whole lot more than just the mechanics. And this focus on an energetic and emotional journey, well, that leads us right into the core philosophy that holds up this entire training program. See, the core belief here is that physical problems are just the tip of the iceberg. The training suggests they don't just pop up out of nowhere. Instead, they're the final result of a much deeper process happening inside of us. And this slide maps out that exact process. It's seen as a cascade, a kind of chain reaction. It all starts with an energetic imbalance, which then bubbles up as emotional trauma, affects your mental state, and only then, finally, shows up as a physical ailment. So the idea is, by getting to that root energetic cause, a facilitator can help clients work through a whole range of things, from physical conditions like fibroids to the emotional weight of past relationships or even generational trauma. Okay, let's pull back the curtain and really look at the curriculum. What is this training program actually going to teach you if you sign up? Well, first off, it's built to be flexible. You've got a self-paced option, which is great for busy schedules, but there are also live sessions, and that really points to how important direct mentorship and having a community is in this kind of work. The whole curriculum is a 6-module journey. You start with the history and the absolute basics. Then you move into the ritual and healing practices, and it all ends on the practical stuff you need to actually build a business around this. Now, let's get into the nitty-gritty. The training gets super specific when it comes to the rituals and the best practices. And here's a big one. There's a really strong warning about materials. The instructor draws a very clear line in the sand. Plastic bowls, even the ones that say BPA-free, are a definite no-go. The recommendation is strictly stainless steel or a crock pot. And the reason why is pretty direct. The belief here is that hot water can actually cause chemicals to leach out of the plastic, and those can then be absorbed by the body during the steam. And that, of course, could potentially cause more harm than good. You know, the training also makes a point to reframe the practice, to steer it away from what the instructor actually calls spooky dooky. Instead, it's positioned as sacred ritual, a kind of rite of passage that connects clients to their own healing power. All right, let's talk about the final piece of this puzzle, turning all this knowledge into a real, sustainable business. How does the training prepare you for that? So this last module is all about the logistics. It moves past the theory and tackles the big business decisions, like do you want a physical location or a mobile service? It even gives you a practical head start with access to wholesale herbs. And a core concept for building your business is this brilliant metaphor for client loyalty, taking a customer on a journey that goes from courtship all the way to marriage. The philosophy here is so simple, but so smart. You don't ask for marriage on day one, right? The journey starts with an intro, it moves into a courtship phase where you really get to know their needs, and only then do you get to the commitment of a first session, all with the goal of building a long-term, loyal relationship. And part of maintaining that long-term marriage with clients is having the right tools. So get this, once you're certified, facilitators get access to the brand's whole product line, including 7 specialty herbal blends designed for the most common issues clients have. So when you boil it all down, the training suggests that the herbs, the location, the marketing, those are all just tools. The real work, the most important part, comes from the facilitator's own intuition, their ability to guide a client past the physical symptoms to the energetic root of their issues. And all of this really points to a bigger question about where wellness is heading. As programs like this one professionalize these ancient practices, you have to wonder, is the next big thing in healing not some new technology, but actually a return to ancient wisdom?